Hi everybody, Mike with Enviroscape LA, coming to you from Manhattan Beach, California. As we know, Southern California is experiencing the worst mega drought in its history. Actually, it's the entire state of California, actually the whole American Southwest. So the question is, how can we save water and still enjoy life? You know, if you have kids, one of the important things is that, you know, I remember as a kid going barefoot, playing on grass, having kickball and playing, you know, having the cousins over, and we used to play tag. It's just, there's nothing that takes the place of real grass. The synthetic stuff, it's a great idea, but just and it's good for some applications, just not all applications, especially front yards where dogs are going to pee on it. It's a petroleum product, and the sun cakes in the pee and the poop, and it starts stinking really bad. So I can't tell you how much of it we've taken out because of those reasons. But okay, so what's the alternative? Real grass. However, real grass, the problem is that most of the time you have sprinklers that pop up and they shoot out and they run off. There's the evaporation, there's the wind drift. I mean, there's a million things of why it's such a water hog. Is there a better solution? Is there a way to have your grass and play on it too? Have your cake and eat it too? Well, yes, there is. I'm here to tell you that if there is a product out there on the market, it's called the Rainbird Copper Shield Technology Drip Irrigation. It's drip irrigation, underground watering for lawns. The whole goal of irrigation is to get water to the root zone. And so they have a system. I've made a ton of YouTube videos on this showing us actually installing it, but I wanted to show you the after product. I really, you know, this is for homeowners who you don't want to see how the hamburger's made, you just want to see the hamburger. Well, in this case, I want to show you what this gorgeous lawn looks like. Here it is. Yep, Enviroscape does install beautiful lawns in the South Bay area. And we're proud to say we can offer this to homeowners. Now, why would we do this when the city of Los Angeles is actually paying people $3 to $4 a square foot to take grass out? Simply put, it's because the city of LA doesn't understand that there's a better way to water. And unfortunately, you know, you won't get the rebate if you put grass in, but you think about your kids. You think about, you know, those memories you had when you were a child, and you think, nothing takes the place of real grass. I'm just here to tell you that that was my perception, and it's the perception of a lot of homeowners. You can save, so the question comes up, how much can you save in water conservation? You can save over 60% water over a traditional lawn sprinkler system by installing the drip irrigation. In fact, the savings are even greater in the wintertime. You just I would encourage you to shut your system off altogether. Most winters here in Southern California, you see sprinklers go on 5-10 minutes a day. It's crazy. So drip irrigation, we put a timer in where you can just click it off and you're done for December, January. I know a lot of people that do that and they're saving a ton of water. And when it gets warmer, you can turn the drip on and it works like a charm. Another thing too is drip does not add to the runoff that goes, when you have a typical sprinkler system, it actually pops up, waters your lawn, it oversprays, it goes into the street, takes motor oil, goes down, you know, picks up the motor oil from cars and the tree, or the tire rubber, washes it all down the drain, goes out to our oceans. Not good. Drip irrigation eliminates all that. So let me show you what this system's made of. So we actually have the grass right here. The homeowners, they went ahead and they were on a limited budget, so they went ahead and got the plants themselves. They're going to plant them right here. Over there we have the Rainbird valves that you can see. They have the little filters on them, and they have the pressure reducers. We put the air relief valves on, and we also have this nifty little thing. It's called a clean out. And so once a year, you come over here, you turn a dial, flushes out any impurities and debris, and there you have it. It's done. It's gone. I think that this is the only way that Southern California should really be watering lawns. Now, if you're on a limited budget and you don't want to put new grass in, because obviously there's a cost to that, is there another option? Well, that's why I wanted to make this YouTube video, to say yes, there is. If you have kids, you know, you want instant beautiful lawn for you and your neighbors, great, do new lawn. However, if you don't, if you wanted to save money, you know, you could always seed. Grass seed is really cheap. It's next to nothing. So let me take you back here, and we're going to check out what I think is a great, this is a great alternative. Now, we installed this the subsurface drip irrigation. In fact, we had it on for a little bit. You can actually see it right here. There's the spots. Every 12 inches, there's 0.6 gallons per hour that just bubbles out of the ground, and then it kind of joins hands with the next one, so the whole area gets covered. We're actually going to put grass seed down here. We're going to cover it with some topper, and with drip irrigation, you can actually sprout and grow a lawn. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Come on back here. I'm going to show you what else we did. So anytime you have grass, the grass is going to have the drip irrigation completely underground. If you're going to do plants, you want to have it above ground, and you plant whatever plant you're going to plant, and then you put mulch around it. So over here, I talked to the homeowner because they do have kids. I think it's really important to teach kids about gardening. And I'm talking about vegetable gardening. There's a lot of things out there these days that we need to be careful of. GMOs, pesticides, herbicides. Grow your own, especially if you have a tiny little area. This little area here measures about, I'd say 10 by 12. It's not a real big area, but you know, 120 square feet, you can feed a small family. You'd be surprised how much you can feed a family. So we put the drip irrigation here. They're going to lay lettuce and tomatoes. I'll take some pictures once it's all up and running in a couple of months, and you'll see it's going to be a vegetable jungle back here. Now, I wanted to also mention too that there's a couple of valves here. Here's a rainbird valve, and this is a special rainbird valve. If you have a tiny small area that you're going to be irrigating, this is called the LFV. What happens is if you have a gardener that you're going to have install this, you're not in our service area, please take note of this, that if you don't use that particular valve on small areas, that there's a chance that the water will stay on. It'll click on, but it won't click off. And so that's a special valve made just specifically for this thing too. Now, I mentioned also that when wintertime comes, now one of the problems with irrigation timers is that they're very difficult. They're like the VCRs in the old days. It's just horrible. Electronics. This right here is called the Rainbird ESP, Extra Simple Programming. And the nice thing about this is that we set it all up, and then if winter comes and we do get a rain for a few days, you click it off. Boom, and it's off. And then once things start drying out again, you can click it back on, and it maintains all the memory. Fabulous system. And they even give you this little diagram here that you can put what different zones go where. It's really, really easy, and that's what I love about the system, is the simplicity of it. So you can do grass. If you're going to do grass, do the subsurface drip irrigation. If you're going to do grass seed, do the subsurface irrigation. If you're going to do vegetable gardens, do the copper shield technology drip irrigation. If you're going to do planters, you can do the same thing. What I'm telling you is that for the modern day California friendly garden, you can actually do drip irrigation for everything, including lawn. So I give a 2 thumbs up to this and to Rainbird for creating this technology. If you have any questions, you can reach us on our website, www.enviroscape.la.com. This is Mike from Enviroscape LA. When you think sustainability, think Enviroscape LA.